What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So continuing with the last one, this is going to be a very simple fly for the surf. Now this fly I had seen on Instagram and it just looked perfect for the surf, so I had copied it. I can't remember what he called it in that. I'm going to call it a foxy minnow because it's mostly what it's tied with. But sticking with that really small bait fish. Thread, I'm using a 136 6/0. I find it easier when you're stacking a lot of materials so it doesn't build up too much. But yeah, just going on with all the new flies that I've added to my box for the season of surf fishing. So we'll get our thread started, go all the way to the back to the bend. The first material we're going to tie in, I'm going to use red crystal flash. I guess you can use whatever color you wanted, copper, gold, really anything that you want. I mean, it's your fly, tie it how you want it. I like this color pattern. I think it matches a lot of the bait fish I have around here. So that's just what I'm going with. Alright, so take your flash. I'm going to tie it straight on top. Take this, pull it around, make sure it's on top. Try to keep it together as much as possible. Take the front piece. You don't have to fold it back. I think it makes it pop a little better. Just having a little more on there to come through the fur. Trying to make sure it's right on top, and then you can snip this off. You don't want a whole lot sticking back, I guess, depending on how long your fox fur is. Go to about right there, just so you have a nice little bit of red sticking out the back. Make sure that's locked down good. Then we're gonna go in with some diamond braid. Now I've used just regular opal flash boo and it looked really good, but I want to try diamond braid on this one just to see how it looks. If I can get it on there. For the surf, at least in my area, this will cover a wide range of bait fish, and it's then in that size that I'm looking for, just on a size 4, really small. Something for the smaller, I guess, trash fish, but be just happy to catch some fish. So we're going to work our thread up, and you want to leave some room in the front, so I'm going to stop it back just a little bit into half hitch. wind up my thread some. If you wanted to on this part, you could lay down some Zap-A-Gap or head cement, super glue, but I'm not too worried about it with this one. So take it and just start winding it forward to build a nice flashy underbody. And again, you can add weight to it if you want to fish weight. I am fishing a weighted line, so I don't want too much weight on it. If it gets too much, then I can't control the descent as well, so I lose my grip on the line. So I just try to keep the weight minimum. I think it's about time to get a new bobbin. This one is staying very loose. Do some securing wraps. Make sure that that's not going to go anywhere. And then we can get that out of there. Looking at it, I think it would look better if I used the opal lateral line for the underbody, or just a piece of Flashaboo. But this will be alright. So give yourself a nice area to tie in the fox. And I would say this is probably the hardest part for me, just trying to grab the fox. Fox is one of those materials that it's quite difficult for me to work with. But the first color we're going to start with is some tan. Going to tie this right on top. Try to get it to splay out a little bit, go more around the hook. It looks wonky, but it'll straighten out in the water. And these do look really good in the water. One of the times I did get to fish when the wind would cooperate, I at least got to throw this to see how it would look in the water, and they look really good. Just when there's a really strong wind, you just can't get out to fish them. I'll try to spin this a little more. So we got that. Now we'll go in with the white. Same thing. Just try to pull out some of these garters. My white is longer than the tan, so I try to match it up with the tan, try to make it the same length. Get that wrapped in. When you're tying it, it will look very unruly. Just take your time. Pull the fibers around as much as you can. Once it gets wet, everything will lay how it's supposed to, and it'll look just fine. Mine, I might have a little thicker on one side than the other, but that'll be alright. Can't make them all perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and cut all this under fluff out and get ready for our last piece. A lot of the little fibers you can get with a lighter. I'm gonna wrap back just a tad on this. That's why I like using the thinner thread for this fly. It just helps me control it a little more, the build up. Clean this up. Doing the layers like this, it gives you a nice little area to build up a head and get some eyes secured. So, probably not the prettiest one I've tied so far, but hey, ugly flies need love too. Fish aren't gonna judge. So last material, just a pinch of black Arctic fox hair. Just to go right on top. Just like that. So this color scheme, the brown, black, white, it really matches a lot of the bait fish here. It could be a small mullet, could be a lizardfish, could be wide number of the small bait fish that we have running around here. So I felt like this would be a good one for the box for the surf to try out. And if anything, little jacks and skipjack. Any of what most people would call trash fish. And now just clean up the head. And we will whip finish. I'm not going to put eyes on it. We've all seen how to put eyes. It'll just make the video longer with me struggling with them, so I'm just gonna leave it like this and call it good, and I'll put eyes on it later. So y'all don't need to see me struggle tying or gluing eyes on. Well, there you go. I don't know the real name of it, but it's a fly I'm calling the foxy minnow. Not my pattern, but I think it's going to perform pretty well on the surf. You got a nice little flash there, the white, the brown, the black, small. I think this fly will do just fine here on the Gulf Coast. So if y'all like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Any suggestions, again, leave them in the comments and hit the bell notification so you know when the next video is coming up. Until the next one, I hope you all enjoy this and have a good one.